Hello guys, for the upcoming 326, I decided to make a showcase for my guide. It's about a low-budget red map blight farmer. Our edgy weapon uses Paradoxica, with a suffix using attack speed and the prefix is chaos penetration. And helmet is Leer cast for the DPS buff. And Wake of Destruction for the shock ground. And Gravebind, this is the core item for AG. And the body armor I use Belly of the Beast. So let's summon our AG. Oh, I forgot the shield. Our AG shield we will use Victorious Charity. Okay, so we are ready for our AG. And the map in my showcase, I prepared a T15 red blighted map, anointed with 2 tier oil and 1 crescent oil. We always war our map and try to hit the A mark. We'll make the map more challenging, but way more rewarding. Okay, so let's start the showcase. Okay, so I would suggest that even though we can no tower AFK, but because this is a AMA map, initially we have some resource to build tower. Usually I will spend them out before I fully leave my computer. And you should always build the shock tower and the shielding tower. Okay, so I assume 3 towers enough. Okay, so about the gear, how we use. For our wand, we will try to get minion critical strike chance and minion damage and attack speed. The body armor is our core item, chance of command, and you can try to find an implicit to reduce extra damage from critical strike. That will help our survivability. For the helmet, we use Asian's Cool. You can find implicit with maximum power charge. That's not expensive. But if you use uncorrupted version, that's also acceptable. I think that's only 1% or 0.5% DPS delta. And for the build, we use Darkness Enthroned to get 2 additional Abyss Socket and to stake more Abyss Jewel to get more flat damage and minion attack speed. You can try to get more life or state from your build. For glove, we just take life and resist. Also the boot, life, resist, and movement speed. For the shield, we trying to get more minion critical strike and minion damage. For amulet, we use Hero's Truth. It gives us a lot of dex, that's what we need. And also we open a level 30 precision skill with 100% mana reservation efficiency. And for the ring, one of our ring we will try to get more life and more resist. And one of our ring, since we already kept our resist by this resist flask, so one of our ring we can use Bone Ring to get more life, damage, and attack speed. Then for the flask, one of our flask we will use Witchfire build to get a level 21 Despair Curse Aura. That is our only way to apply curse to to enemies. And other flasks, they are just armor flask, lightning flasks, and chaos resist, and all the resist. And remember, every flask you should craft bench with used when charge rate is full, so they will drink automatically during AFK. For the passive tree, because my standard character is level 94, so I leave 4 passive skill points to unallocated. So basically this tree is the same as my POB version, the level 90 red map blight farmer. And we open 2 big clusters to allocate Victor's Bite and Feeding Fence. And remember, do not allocate to renew because our AG gear is Paradoxica. So Paradoxica is already always deal double damage. So the more chance to deal double damage is useless. It will not take any effect. Yeah, and sand cluster. And for all the jewel socket, we try to put more abyss jewel to get some minion attack speed and flat damage, and you can also get life on it. That's better. And here we also open a caster mastery. It will give you 20% chance to open nearby chests when cast a spell. So that's many people will wonder why I allocated the staff tree here, because I just want to get a caster mastery. And with this mastery, I use Stonebind to trigger the caster mastery. As you can see, the cast time is very short. It's less than 0.1 second. So you can trigger this to open the chest all at once. Okay, I think the blight is done. And there are some enemies, they are hiding in the corner, so we have to find them out to finish the event. Okay, that's done. Okay, then it's time for looting. For mapping, I will drop 1 flask to replace by silver flask. And because our AG damage is high enough, so we don't need to bring the wearing jar. AG itself, it can kill the enemies and trigger our chains of command loop. Okay, I think that's all for the showcase. And I heard many of my friends, they tried my build, but somehow they are failed. Maybe they die a lot when doing blight, or they have problem for the mapping. Then I think most of the problem, they are usually somehow changed my build. I would suggest to 100% use the exactly same tree like I did, because I think every point I choose there for some purpose. So unless you know what's the consequence if you remove them, then please don't change it. Especially the automation setup. Some people may find that I didn't put convocation in my automation setup. I only use a face run and molten shell with increased duration. That is because convocation actually will ruin your AFK. Convocation will make your minion away from the enemies, and they will always running trying to search them, so they don't have time to even do damage. And only when enemies are very close to you, then they will target them. And so I will suggest to exactly follow my build and how I link on the skill gen. And there's also one common question is the reason why I use the Whirling Touch instead of Void Manipulation. Because in POB, indeed, Void Manipulation shows higher damage than Whirling Touch, but there is a trap. Because if without Whirling Touch, chance to inflict Wither on hit is too low. The Wither, each layer will provide 6% more damage on the enemies. So if you only rely on Holy Might, even with all the 14 animated weapons, you cannot reach the maximum layer because this debuff only lasts for 2 seconds. If you only have Unholy Might, then it's impossible for you to reach the maximum level in 2 seconds. So the higher chance we can apply Withered, we can stack the debuff faster, then we can get higher damage. And if you have more questions, welcome to leave the comment. But I think before you want to do a health check, please make sure you are 100% copy my build. Okay, so that's all the content for today. See you next time.